In this series of podcasts, we will explore 7 episodes of the ROY-GBIV, which is an acronym for the sequence of colors commonly described as making up a rainbow: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Episode 3: Yellow. The third color from the spectrum is yellow. It is one of the most fascinating tones in the world and nature. It has a brightness and warmth that can light up even in the darkest rooms. It is the color of the sun, the daffodil, the lemon, bananas, and the bee. This hue has a long history in art, culture, and science. In physical light, it is in the wavelength range of 565 to 590 nanometers in the middle span of the visible spectrum. It is a primary color, and it can be obtained from two other colors equally combined, green and red, on the convention color wheel, and it is located between orange and green and opposite to its complement violet. In this episode, we will explore in depth the meanings, symbolism, psychological effects, cultural significance, and uses of yellow. Early uses of yellow. Yellow is one of the oldest tones utilized by humans. In fact, some of the oldest known cave paintings, dating back tens of thousands of years, feature yellow. Early humans used natural pigments made from materials like ochre, which was the yellowish-brown hue, to create images of animals, humans, and other things that were important to their lives. In ancient civilizations like Egypt, yellow was associated with the sun god Ra, and it was many times used in religious art and architecture to decorate their tombs and temples. During the Middle Ages in Europe, yellow was a color related to betrayal and treachery, because Judas Iscariot, who betrayed Jesus in the Bible, was many times depicted wearing yellow. As a result, yellow clothing and decorations were avoided by many people. However, in Italy, yellow was a popular hue for clothing, and it was often correlated with wealth and prosperity. The Medici family, who were one of the most powerful families in the Renaissance Italy, used yellow as their official color. Meanings and symbolism of yellow. Yellow has many different meanings and links depending on the culture and context. In many parts of the world, yellow represents joy, happiness, and sunshine. It is the hue of optimism, hope, and renewal. In China, yellow is the hue of royalty, representing the emperor and imperial family. In Japan, yellow is associated with bravery and courage. In some African cultures, yellow is the color of mourning and death. It is also related to many different emotions and moods. It can be energizing, cheerful, and uplifting, but it can also be seen as cautionary, warning, and dangerous. For example, yellow traffic signs and caution tape are used to warn people of potential hazards. The yellow is usually utilized in marketing and advertising to create a sense of excitement and urgency. It is also a popular hue in fashion, where it is generally correlated with spring and summer. In Western culture, yellow is often linked with happiness, optimism, and warmth. The phrase yellow-bellied means cowardly or fearful, while yellow journalism refers to sensationalist and unethical news reporting. In nature, yellow exists as a warning color, indicating that the animal is poisonous or dangerous. For example, the yellow and black stripes of a bee or wasp signal to predators that they should stay away. Yellow in art. The use of yellow tones dates back to the ancient Egyptians, who used it in their murals and paintings. In the Middle Ages, yellow was utilized in illuminated manuscripts and stained glass windows. During the Renaissance, yellow was indispensable in visual expressions by Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo to depict the sun and the golden light of heaven. In the 19th century, the Impressionist movement embraced yellow as a symbol of light and energy. Vincent van Gogh, known for his use of bold hues, generally used yellow to represent the sun, stars, and wet fields. His famous painting, Starry Night, features a bright yellow moon and stars. Yellow can also be used to create texture and depth in a painting. The artist Paul Cézanne frequently utilized a technique called impasto, which involves applying thick layers of a paint to create a textured surface. In his painting, Mont Sainte-Victoire, he utilized yellow to create the impression of sunlight reflecting off the mountain's surface. In the work of the expressionist painter Edvard Munch, yellow is many times utilized to create a sense of anxiety and unease. In his painting, The Scream, the figure's face is distorted with the yellow-orange hue, which creates a sense of intense emotional distress. Similarly, in the work of the abstract expressionist painter Mark Rothko, yellow is used to create a sense of calm and contemplation. His paintings often feature large blocks of the color, including shades of yellow, which can evoke a sense of peace and tranquility. Yellow in fashion. Yellow is a popular tone in fashion, particularly in the spring and summer months, as it's associated with joy, vitality, and optimism. Yellow dresses, skirts, and tops are common in women's fashion, while yellow ties and pocket squares are popular in men's fashion. In the 1960s, yellow became related with the hippie movement and the counterculture. Tie-dyed yellow shirts and dresses were popular, as were yellow headbands and bracelets. It's also a popular hue in athletic wear, particularly in sports such as soccer and basketball. Yellow is frequently used in streetwear fashion, where it is paired with bold graphics and oversized silhouette. It is also a choice for accessories such as bags, shoes, and jewelry, for swimwear and beachwear, as it complements tan skin and evokes a sense of summertime fun. It can add a pop of color to an outfit without being too overwhelming. In recent years, yellow has become a tone for bridesmaid dresses, as it is a cheerful and festive choice for wedding celebrations. Psychological effects of yellow. Yellow, it is often associated with positivity, optimism, and happiness. Research has shown that exposure to yellow can elevate mood and increase feelings of well-being. For example, a study conducted by the University of California, Berkeley, found that participants who were exposed to yellow were more likely to report feeling happy and optimistic than those who were exposed to other colors. In a study conducted by the University of British Columbia, it is shown that it can stimulate creativity and innovation. Despite its positive correlations, yellow can also have negative psychological effects in certain contexts. In some individuals, exposure to yellow can trigger feelings of anxiety, restlessness, or even aggression. This is particularly true when yellow is used in excess or in situations where it is not appropriate. For example, studies have shown that painting the walls of a classroom entirely yellow can increase student irritability as well as reducing their ability to concentrate. Similarly, the excessive use of yellow in marketing and advertising can create a sense of overstimulation and make consumers feel overwhelmed or agitated. Uses of yellow in technology. Yellow is a color that has been used in technology for a wide range of applications, from design and branding to safety and caution signals, utilized to create the sense of energy, optimism, and enthusiasm. Many tech companies, such as Snapchat and Yelp, McDonald's, Ferrari, DHL, use yellow in their logos and branding to create a memorable and distinctive image. It is also a popular color in website design, numerous times used to highlight important information such as call to action buttons or navigation links. Yellow can create a sense of priority and help. It can draw the user's attention to the most important parts of the page. In traffic signals, For example, yellow is utilized to signal and warn drivers to slow down before a red light. Similarly, in industrial settings, yellow is often used to signal attention and warn workers of potential hazards. In software design, yellow is utilized to highlight warning messages and error notifications. For example, if a user enters an invalid password, the software may display a yellow message to indicate that the login attempt was unsuccessful. Similarly, appears in technology to improve accessibility for users with visual impairments. It can be utilized to create a high contrast color scheme that makes it easier for users with low vision to read text and navigate a page. In smartphone and tablet design, yellow can be used to create an easy-to-see highlight around the buttons and other interactive elements. This tone can be represented in the RGB model by combining red and green light in equal amounts. The RGB values for pure yellow are typically 255, 255, and 0, which means that it contains the maximum amount of red and green light, but no blue light. This combination of hues produces a bright, vibrant yellow that is commonly utilized in digital design and graphics. Variations of yellow. A deep muted yellow that is frequently related with vintage and retro styles is mustard yellow. This shade pairs well with brown, navy, and other warm, earthy tones. A soft, delicate yellow, which is sometimes used in baby clothes and bedding, is pale yellow. This shade is also popular for weddings and other romantic occasions. A rich, warm yellow that is colorated with luxury and opulence is golden yellow. This shade is commonly used in jewelry and high-end fashion. A bold, vibrant yellow that is reminiscent of flowers in sunflower yellow. This shade is often utilized in outdoor decor and fashion widely. A bright, fluorescent yellow that is commonly worn by athletes in their equipment and popular in streetwear fashion is neon yellow. This shade is an eye-catching and attention-grabbing color. In conclusion, understanding the ways in which yellow has been used in art throughout history can provide valuable insight to the ways creators use colors to communicate and express themselves. Additionally, yellow can be utilized to enhance accessibility, and it can make users with visual deterioration or dexterity issues to navigate a device more easily. As technology continues to evolve, it is likely that yellow will continue to play an important role in its design and functionality. Understanding the psychological effects of yellow tone can be a valuable tool for designers, marketers, and others who use hues to communicate and influence behavior. Yellow is a color with a rich and varied history. It has been used by artists, scientists, and cultures around the world to convey different meanings and emotions. Whether it is correlated with happiness, caution, or power, yellow continues to be a color that captures our attention and imagination.